quite a little bit light. It has been light all through the winter. But that's not too bad saying that. So yeah, you can see they're not on that size, it's slightly smaller.
Smaller.
Yeah. So on there.
Yeah, we'll watch the progress, won't we?
Doesn't mean because that one's big, for example, that's going to be better than the slightly smaller one. People say, oh yeah, you know, the bees, they're all made it through the winter. Well, winter's not over yet.
No, still cold. It's still cold really till April and March, isn't it?
And then the bees already start building up for, you know, and they need a lot of food for that. So you do have to keep an eye on them. I don't think that's winter is the problem, getting them through. That's what comes out of winter. So for example, I think I've got a hive on my allotment, that's a drone layer. For whatever reason, I don't know yet, until I inspect, but I think she's, because I've seen some hives carry some drones through the winter. Most hives will kick them all out, the male workers, or males, because they don't do work, all they do is breed and mate. But in the hive I see, there was just too many. I see it about a month ago, and there was just too many males in there. So she's 3 years old, so she could now be running out of pheromones and sperm, and all she's doing is producing unfertilised eggs, and they turn out to be drones, males. Or they've tried to supersede her, so she's died, potentially she could have died or they killed her, and the new virgin queen hasn't got mated properly, so she's only laying unfertilised eggs and producing drones.
Oh, I see, yeah.
You see what I mean? But I don't know that until I look, doing a proper inspection. But that's not a problem. I mean, down the allotment, that's why I keep 2 hives down there, so I can take a resource. So if they are, because there was absolutely jam-packed with bees in the national hive October. So, and there's still a lot of bees. So I could potentially save that colony by putting a frame of eggs. They can build a queen cell.
Yeah.
But then there's another problem. They could be laying workers. In that case, all I'll do is shake the bees out next to a queen right colony, and they'll be accepted into that colony. Some of them won't, the laying workers won't, or if they do, they'll have to conform to, you know, obviously with the rest of the colony. The easy way with laying workers is to shake them out, because you can put a queen in there, a queen cell in there, but the point is laying workers think they're queen right. They think they've got a queen.
Yeah.
So they're going to keep killing queen cells, a new queen, so that won't be worth bugging around to try to re-queen it. It's easier to shake all the bees out next to a queen right hive, and then the bees can go into that hive hopefully. So this is the wooden one that ain't that great on damp.
Yeah. That's the only one we've had problem with damping, basically because it's a wooden nuke, isn't it?
Yeah, I did put some that you can see inside. Look.
Yeah. And this is really what we're preventing on the rest of the hives.
So this is just a bit of an experiment in a way of just seeing if the bees can get through the winter in this condition. Ideally, if this works this year, so by the end of next month the bees are still alive, fairly and hopefully healthy, that's worked. But next year I'll put some kingspan.
Yeah.
So I'll put a block of kingspan, cut a hole, and any fondant of water feed and can be fed.
Well, as long as it's not damp under that bit of wood, that ain't going to be too bad, is it?
Well, yeah, but that's difficult to know until you have a look.
Yeah.
But they're still
healthy.
Still alive, mate. No, they're not. They're coming out. So there you are, but it doesn't look great, does it?
No.
But a kingspan would sort that out. If you put kingspan straight on there, then that should be fine. And just put holes so you can feed fondant every day. Because the reason I tried it out because I've got about 4 or 5 of these
wooden nukes.
So I'm thinking, well, I don't want them just to sit there and do nothing. I'll try it in the worst condition, if you like.
Yeah.
And if they get through, which looks good at the moment, then next year I'll put the Kingspan on. I think that'll be happy
wonder
days
if
on
you-
that as well.
If you did have them wooden nukes, if you put them in that shelter.
Don't keep them indoors.
No.
People have tried that in sheds and stuff. That's not natural. They can, the point I'm trying to make with this, I guess, is, I mean, look inside of there,
Yeah.
and look on top of there.
Yeah.
I have tilted it so any moisture can drain a bit, and I have put a bit of this reflector, but I don't think that's done much at all, if I'm honest. But they're still alive, aren't they?
Yeah, they are still alive. Yeah.
So it shows what they can put up with. I ain't saying you should deliberately go out and make sure your hives are uncomfortable through the winter, because we don't want to be, but with the Kingspan, that would be that problem sorted, and I can use the 4 or 5 of these I've got.
Yeah.
And this one is an open mesh floor as well.
But if you are into bees, you're better off going straight into these foam nukes and not wasting your money on wooden ones, I suppose, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean these BS honey ones, they are good because you can see feeders. You can feed fondant or liquid. You can have 2 queens, so 2 nukes, 3 frame nukes with a divider in the middle. Obviously not in these because I wouldn't overwinter on 3 frames.
No.
I don't think that's enough. But they're on 6 frames and they seem to be doing well.
You're quite versatile and keep dry, don't you?
Yeah.
And you can.
They're warm as well, mate. I mean,
Yeah.
without a doubt, these are one of the thicker ones. They're thicker than them ones, for example. But they do seem to do well. Poly's warmer, isn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah. That's insulation in its own right, isn't it?
Yeah. Right, so there you are.
Maybe check this one.
Oh, just need to check the weight. I won't open them up because they are straight on the Maysmore ones.
Oh, I
it's
see.
the
Yeah,
roof,
yeah,
and the fondant is up directly on the frames.
yeah.
On top of the frames. It's a bit too windy. And,
Yeah, we don't want that. There's no point, is he?
not really. I just want to check for the weight. Yeah, I mean it's good weight in there. I just feel that's good amount of weight. And this one should be heavier. Slightly bigger. Yeah, I mean there's bloody really good weight in there. I mean you got to remember, so it said these don't weigh nothing. I mean it's poly. There's a good bit of weight there. Excellent.